Okay, so in 2016, I happened to be visiting San Diego during Comic-Con. I didn't even realize it was Comic-Con until I met one of my friends there who said he was kind of sick of Comic-Con. He had been going for 10 years. So I kind of jokingly said, well, you can give me your ticket if you want. And he said, you know what, sure. So the next day I went there. I had never been to anything like Comic-Con before, so I didn't know what to expect or how anything worked. At first I just walked around a lot and looked at everyone's costumes and all the stuff being sold. Then I decided I would try to get into Hall H to see the Walking Dead panel. I stopped watching that show in like season 4, but it still would have been cool to see the actors. If you don't know anything about Comic-Con panels, they work on a first-come, first-serve basis. They are only allowed to let so many people into a room, for fire safety reasons. And people are not required to leave when the panel is over. So many people often get into a room early and stay there all day to see the panels that they want. They announced that no more people would be allowed in for the Walking Dead panel, but I decided to stay in line because the Game of Thrones panel was right after that. I didn't get into that either, so I got out of line. Even though I didn't get in, I still had fun just people watching and talking to the other people in line. And then I wondered, will there be any Avatar stuff at Comic-Con? So I looked up the schedule and I saw that there was an Avatar panel the next day at 10 a.m. And that Sokka himself, Jack Sena, would be there. So I asked my friend if I could borrow his badge for the next day, and he said, yeah, sure. I figured I should get there pretty early in the morning, so I set my alarm pretty early. Unfortunately, it was really hard to sleep that night, so I didn't fall asleep until like 3 a.m.
Oh boy, 3 a.m.
The next morning, I woke up in horror to see that I had slept through my alarm, but it still wasn't too late. If I remember correctly, it was maybe 8:30, and it was about a 15-minute drive followed by a 15-minute walk. I put clothes on, brushed my teeth real quick, put on deodorant, and set off as fast as I could. I didn't eat, shower, or go to the bathroom. As I was driving, as my luck would have it, there was an accident on the highway that set me back about another 10 minutes. It's okay, I thought. There can't be that many Avatar fans. I should still get in. I eventually got there at about 9:20ish, and I got in line. A line that was longer than I expected. I really had to take a shit, but I just held it. Getting into the panel was more important. I was alone, so if I left, I would lose my place in line. So eventually they started letting people in, and I got really excited. But then they cut off the line about 30 people in front of me and said that the room was full. They said we could still wait because they might let more people in during the panel because some people from the previous panel might leave the room. I still had hope. I could maybe still get in. Over the next half hour, they slowly let more people in, a few at a time, but about halfway through the panel, they announced that they would not let anyone else in. And there were only 5 people in front of me. I was devastated. Long ago, I had a dream of going to an Avatar panel at Comic-Con. Then, everything changed when the fire marshal attacked. Nah, it's okay though, you gotta have those laws. The remaining line dispersed, and an older guy behind me was pretty upset, and he said that the Avatar panel was the reason that he woke up this morning. I was pretty surprised because he was like 50-something, I think, and I just didn't expect someone of that age to be a fan of Avatar, but that's cool. It's great that he was. It just shows that Avatar can appeal to anyone of any age. So I walked away from the line and I thought, well, at least I can poop now. While I was in the bathroom, I thought about how close I had come. If only I had gotten up a few minutes earlier, or if that accident wasn't on the highway, I probably would have gotten in. I left the bathroom and noticed it was about 10:50. There were still 10 minutes left in the panel. Wait, I thought. The people still have to come out of the room when it's over. Maybe I could still meet Jack Sena.
Sooner or later, he has to come out.
So I went near the room and waited till the end of the panel. And sure enough, Jack came out of one of the doors and was kind of swarmed by a lot of fans, including me. We formed a line and everyone took turns getting pictures and autographs. It was my turn and I said, "Can I get a picture with you, sir?" I actually said it like that, I'm not kidding. He said, "Of course." Then I got a picture with him. I was so excited. Unfortunately, there were many other fans waiting, so I couldn't really talk to him or anything. After that, I kind of just hung around the area and took pictures of people in Avatar costumes and talked with some of the other fans. One of them told me that D. Bradley Baker, the voice of Appa and Momo and Tarlok, also stopped in for a few minutes during the panel. Giancarlo Volpe, one of the main directors, and Aaron Ehas, one of the main writers, were also there, but I didn't get to talk to them or anything. I was kind of in shock that I met an Avatar voice actor. Eventually the crowd died down and people stopped crowding around Jack and I saw him walk away. I don't know where he was going. He was probably hungry. So yeah, even though I didn't get into the panel, I was still thrilled that I got to meet Sokka himself, Jack de Sena. Later, I tried and failed to get into Hall H again. I was hoping to get into the Aliens panel and see Sigourney Weaver and James Cameron and Bill Paxton, may he rest in peace, and Lance Henriksen. Hey, I just realized I could have seen another voice actor from the Avatar franchise. I also went to the How It Should Have Ended panel and I saw those guys, which is cool. And later I went to the Screen Junkies Central and met some of the Screen Junkies, which was also cool. Although some of it wasn't cool in hindsight. All in all, I had a fun time at Comic-Con. I wish I could have done more, but I just wasn't prepared. It all happened so suddenly. I tried to get badges for 2017, but I couldn't because, you know, it's random and whatnot. Which sucks because Zuko himself, Dante Bosco, was there. But I did get badges for 2018. And Jack de Sena and Dante Bosco will both be there. This time I'll be prepared. Hopefully I can meet them. So yeah, my channel's main focus is Avatar: The Last Airbender. Check out my other videos, like, comment, subscribe, blah blah blah. I'm sure I'll make another video about my 2018 trip.